Hi, welcome to our today's episode. And first of all, we want to thank you so much for the comments that are coming through, for the phone calls. We really appreciate. It gives us energy, to keep sharing this constructive information for you guys. And we have a session that we thought that would be relevant as well, and we want to put it out for you. And it has been your concern. We have special trainings with our tourism consultants as a business, and to majority that wish to start tour companies or tour operations, call them safari operations, all that. And we are providing these services. But quickly to walk you through the trainings that we offer quite a number of them, about 3 of them, and one of them is you to understand this business. Actually at the end of it all, it makes you a very good salesperson, because that's the heart of any business. How you can make revenue out of tour operations, And very quickly, we've got a course manual. It's very practical. We don't give notes because we believe people, you write a note and then you take the books away, you forget all that stuff. But all our trainings, we do what we call, a one-on-one, and they are more of conversations. We engage you in a conversation because we believe it's very hard to forget a conversation. Even after a while, you're able to remember. So very quickly, we want to dive in what your expectations of, such a small session or a small course that can last about 3 weeks, with us or with our consultants. And very quickly, we talk about the industry analysis and the dynamics, because this is for beginners, those who are understanding the tour operation business. So we give you that analysis, probably in assisting you in the starting process, in the running, the management, and the growth. We'll probably try to share with you what makes a successful tour operator, the challenges and failures they face, understanding the field operation, because basically the office work, you can pick it up, but what happens when tourists are in the field? What happens if they encounter any challenges? So we also walk you through that, and the action plan development. This is very important, especially for startups. Remember, every company can get an action plan depending on what level you are at. So, but these are the topics that we give for beginners. Basically we look at 2 destinations, Uganda and Rwanda, and here we talk about various tourism attractions or tourist attractions, understanding their location and accessibility, where all these parks are, both in Uganda and Rwanda. We also talk about accommodations in terms of lodges, hotels, camps, bandas, within the parks and outside the park. So we rush again to the safari planning, how you develop an itinerary, because now this is the element of selling. But remember, you cannot do an itinerary if you don't know where these attractions are formed, how accessible they are, what accommodations can be recommended. So we start with short excursions, probably a day, 2 days, or 3. Then as we look at long excursions or long itineraries, for that matter, we also walk you through learning where to, as an itinerary builder, because we are moving from the traditional way of constructing itineraries to database use. So Wetu is one of them, and technology is always advancing, so you can do something very quickly in 1 or 2 minutes. After the itineraries, we design how we cost these itineraries. It's very important, because you see, you cannot cost with a poor itinerary, so you must perfect in an itinerary. Then quickly we start costing, and here we create confidence in you that you can charge even 100,000 US dollars with reasons. Even when someone comes back and say, can we get a discount? You know where to offer your discount. Then within that outline, we also look at email or inquiry answering. Probably we look so much about communication skills. You know, how do you engage someone? How can someone feel you're the best consultant ever or the best travel advisor? So answering inquiries or emails, talk about communication skills, even making reservations upon confirmation. What happens if finally someone pays you? How do you arrange that file? How are you executing that, into a seamless safari holiday? Then we also dive into tourism marketing, how you deal with agents. It's very important. We also look at trade fair participation. That is very important. So the course outline looks like that. We can add, we can subtract, depending, but that's an insight of what the first training is all about for you to understand. And at the end of that session, you will be a perfect sales manager. So very quickly, we want also to take you through another training session that we offer. Basically, this will give it to IT personnels that have got some knowledge in web development. The first session, usually it's for everyone. Tourism is for everyone's business. You have some bit of geography. We've trained doctors, we've trained engineers that have felt the passion to join the tourism industry. So I'm just getting here the file for IT, so that we can look at what lies into that course manual. Very quickly, maybe we can as well look at the management side. The management side for people who want to learn tourism business management, where we talk about, first of all, you have to have a personal sense of time. How do you manage your time? It's very important. We all have the same time, 24 hours, but how do you equally, use your time optimally? We also look at how do you set, your business goals in terms of short-term, middle-term plans, and also the long-term plans. So within management, we also look at the plan of the day, because any company starts with a day in as far as the activities are concerned. So how do you make the best plan of your day plus that of your fellow employees or workers? We also look at how you organize your office and how you manage meetings. How do you delegate effectively, use of committed time, and also we look at how do you manage your health. That's very important. As you've all heard, wealth is health, or health is wealth. So you rather have a good health, then your company will also be well, So very quickly, if I can get that manual with me here, so that we can understand the session very well. Very quickly, I'm getting this, just a second, I can grab it here. Okay. Did I put it here? Yes, it's here finally. Okay, thank you so much. Now, tourism is an online business. Tourism is an online business, and here we give you, basics. Remember, these are all for beginners. We give you basics on, how you can manage your website. How you can edit your website, how you can publish onto your website, how do you work with media, photos and videos that you want to upload into your website. In other words, you to understand what makes your website super functional, you know. Then the other thing, a good website must be secure. So you must have to understand the security of the entire website. But very quickly, in depth, we dig down into things like usability principles. You know, what is usability, the best practices, why is your website, how is your website well structured in terms of the home page, the navigations, you know, the text appearance. You must understand that your website should give a good impression and should clearly communicate the purpose, you know. So very quickly you should go through all that and learn, you know, how your website should be easy to scan, and you can guide your IT personnel, or even you can edit your website. We also take you through understanding search engine optimization. You know, how do you, the overall visibility of your website. But that aside, we'll also take you through search engine advertisement, or what you call the online marketing, so that you can be able to do your AdWord campaigns with Google, the Facebook advertising, talk about the LinkedIn advertising. Also, to understand the keyword research. That's very important. You never grow online in terms of visibility if you do not know what we call keyword research. You know, how you structure your content, you know. So we also take you through how to interpret your Google Analytics. You know, it's very important to understand your website performance by being able to interpret your analytics. Talk about the bounce rate. What does that really mean? Is it high? Is it low? The average time spent by visitors on your website, how do you interpret it? You know, so that's very important. But we'll also walk you through how you use social media to grow your visibility online, and how you can use social media to make a sale out of tours as a business. So with that, that is all for the beginners. But we've got advanced courses as well for those that have been managers for tour companies or in tour operations business. So I want to thank you so much for giving us your trust. We've trained a number of people. Majority of you have sent your employees for some of these refresher courses. And don't hesitate. Walk to us and we'll tailor a program for your team, for yourself, and for your colleagues. Keep following us on our social media platforms. We are on Facebook, LinkedIn, and on Twitter, EANDJ Tourism Consultants. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day.